like meat? Do you like meeting people? Do you like meeting people and then talking about meat with your newly met meat mate? Then come on down to Mike's Meat Market, where we'll meet all your meaty meat needs. Talk to your new friend about meat, or non-meat subjects such as maths, Bradley's Pit, Ipswich, and further maths. So come on down to Mike's Meaty Meat Market.
Mike's Meat Market. Mike's Meat Market. Currently closed because of Corona.
I'll do. It's Father Damon O'Driscoll here, as if you didn't know, from St. Beyonce's Church in Nattingshope. This is Things to be Grateful For. If you've not joined us before, just a little opportunity for those in congregation just to sort of get... Well, it's not open just to congregation. It's also open to those who haven't got Jesus in their life and are destined for the fiery depths of hell. Yeah, we're going to be looking at lockdown this week, things we're looking forward to when we can get back to the sort of like everyday monotony and joylessness of modern day existence. So without further ado, let's have our first customer, our first Ruth, who's 55 from Katona Village, and she says, I can't wait for the lockdown to end so I can visit my newborn grandchild, Kanye. Lovely name. And also so I can get back on Tinder so I can find some new faces to sit. Oh, no. Oh, dear. No, that's filth. No. Thanks though, Ruth. Actually, mentioning Tinder, a little aside to Mrs. Smith from Merryweather Way, whose daughter Katrina has told her that she's seen me on there. Mrs. Smith, as you should be aware, I'm married to the church, and unlike your own marriage to Jim, it's an happy one, as you told me in confession when you went on Jim's laptop and found all that water sport pornography. I can assure you that the only golden shower I need is the one that Jesus bestows upon me every day, so we can nip that in the bud right now. Okay, sorry about that little aside there. Now we've got William here, young William, 82 years young, from Leicester Piggott. And he says, I can't wait for the lockdown to end so we can use all this positivity we have gained and newfound respect for the NHS heroes and use it to finally rid ourselves of the tyranny of the EU. And Bill Gates. Bill Gates is responsible for the coronavirus. Him and Meghan Markle put 5G in bats and gave them to the Chinese government. Right. Okay. Best stick off the internet there for a while, I think, William. It's stick to pornography or betting sites. You know what you get with them, because that's batshit, lad. That is mental. Batshit. Pun not intended. That's really, really crazy, William. Anyway, we got a little break now. Just a quick word from our sponsor. So it should be there now.
Mike's Meat Market. Mike's Meat Market.
There you go. Thanks for returning. Top meat product, that is. So yeah, welcome back to Things to be Grateful For. This part of the show, we have a look at someone who's looking for some guidance. They're struggling a little bit in their lives. And with that in mind, we've had Karen, who's 52. And Karen says, Dear Damon, little bit informal, but we'll forgive her. Dear Damon, some advice, please. My neighbour had a daughter and a granddaughter visit her over the weekend. However, they didn't keep the designated 2 metres apart. Now, should I mind my own business or take to social media screaming about naming and shaming like a sexually repressed banshee? Okay. P.S. I can see that you're trying to grow a moustache, but you just look like Ned Flanders at best or a paedophile at worst. Probably not the best look for a priest. All right, thanks, Karen. It's good that we can have a little bit of banter about... I mean, I can remember when you come into to church and I can see the 6 o'clock shadow, I remember saying to one of the page boys, going, oh, God, Homer Simpson's here. So it's good that we can have this sort of banter between ourselves about facial hair. Anyway, back to your question. I think it was Jesus who said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone, and that's something. And also, people in glass houses. So, you might be able to see Doris from number 19 getting a little bit too close to the postman every morning, close enough so we can smell the whiskey and regret on her breath. But, equally, Doris might be able to see you not washing your hands for the designated happy birthday. So, and actually, just a quote from the Good Book here. Gospel according to Pat Smear, 20-21, and Kurt said upon to Eddie Vedder from Popular Beat Combo, Pearl Jam, snitches get stitches. So, we've got to think about that, haven't we, as well? And the thing is, Doris, I think it's just a bit of compassion, It's a bit different, don't get me wrong, if you see that, Doris is giving an hand job to, like, every Tom, Dick and Harry this side of the week, and then possibly, then, maybe you should ring the police. But ring the police, Karen, you're not the police. So, yeah, anyway, I hope that's giving you some guidance. We'll finish on a good one here, because we've actually got onto Twitter. Yeah, Jesus reaching the Twitter sphere. And I know what you're thinking, Twitter, isn't that just, racist trolls and people threatening to assault female celebrities? And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of that on there. And, sometimes it can be hard not to get caught up in it, really. And actually, I'll just take this opportunity again to apologise to Dame Judi Dench for what I wrote to her. I was having a terrible time. Game of Thrones had just ended, and I don't know if you saw that ending, but it was enough for anyone to, question his faith. I was in a lot of turmoil. I was umming and ahhing even about going a man bun. It was. But regardless, it was unnecessary what I wrote, and my heartfelt apologies again. Anyway, but yeah, Twitter can actually introduce you to some of the most mature and sophisticated conversations you can have on social media. Angela here at Angela Loves Willies. Obviously, big royalist. I too, big fan. Prince William, doing a cracking job. Anyway, Angela Loves Willies. She says, I can't wait to drop the kids off at their useless dads and go out on the pop for a weekend. Yeah, indeed. All right, I think we'll end it there, echoing Angela Loves Willies sentiments. I think we're all looking forward to a time when family can be with family again. So that's it for this week. Thank you for joining me. And if I don't see you before, I'll see you in confession window. All right, take care. God bless. Right, what's on telly? Oh, Arnie Marathon. Get to the chopper.
Mike's Meat Market. Mike's Meat Market.